Share a memorable experience at a courthouse. I faced a $3,000 fine that could have crushed my family, all for running a tiny baking side hustle from our Dayton apartment. Fresh out of trade school, I'd started selling homemade cupcakes to neighbors to cover rent, $15 a dozen, barely enough to dent our bills. One afternoon, a city inspector, Mr. Hargrove, knocked on my door, clutching a citation. "You're operating an unlicensed commercial kitchen in a residential zone," he said, his tone smug. "That's a major violation." I explained it was just a small gig, a few batches a week to help local families with birthday treats. "Rules are rules," he snapped, handing me papers that felt like a death sentence. I dug into city ordinances for weeks, finding a home business exemption for low-income food sales under $600 a month. Armed with my lease, bank statements showing $400 monthly earnings, and glowing reviews from neighbors, I couldn't afford a lawyer, so I went to court alone. The courtroom was daunting, cases zipping by like conveyor belts. When my turn came, I faced Hargrove's self-assured smirk as he took the stand. "Your Honor, the defendant is running an illegal bakery, violating Municipal Code 52A, he said, flashing photos of my cupcakes on a local Facebook group and a neighbor's complaint about excessive deliveries. I presented my case. The exemption in Code 52B allowed small-scale food sales from home, my earnings were under the limit, and I followed health guidelines. The judge, a stern woman with sharp eyes, seemed unconvinced. "Mr. Hargrove, how did you learn of this operation?" He puffed up. "Anonymous tip line, Your Honor. I investigate all reports of unlicensed businesses. I've issued over 150 citations this year. Tutors, seamstresses, home bakers, you name it." The judge's brow furrowed. 150? For what kinds of businesses? Hargrove, proud as ever, listed them. Knitters selling scarves, moms doing daycare, retirees fixing bikes, all without permits. My heart sank. 150 people, scraping by like me, hit with fines. The judge leaned in. "Are you aware of Code 52B's exemption for home businesses under $600 monthly?" Hargrove faltered. "I enforce violations based on department guidelines, Your Honor." "Guidelines are law," she pressed, her voice like steel. She called a recess, demanding the full municipal code. 30 minutes later, the city attorney stood beside Hargrove, visibly nervous. The judge read aloud, "Code 52B permits home-based food sales, crafts, and services under $600 monthly without permits. Mr. Hargrove, you've been finding legal activities." Hargrove's face drained of color. "I followed training, Your Honor. Department quotas." The judge cut him off. "Quotas? You're shaking down struggling families for legal work." She turned to me. "Citation dismissed. I'm ordering a review of all Mr. Hargrove's citations this year. Refunds will be issued for valid exemptions." She also summoned his supervisor for a hearing the next week. I walked out trembling, free. A week later, a local paper reported the city refunding $65,000 to 80 households, people like me, just trying to survive. Hargrove was reassigned to desk duty. That day, I learned fighting for what's right can topple even the pettiest bureaucrats.